Following of mutation and
I understand gene theory.
This week they discovered a creature. They had 3 eyes rather than two. Three
But
eyes.
none of this.
What does that mean?
None of this is. None of this is remotely relevant.
The selection. This is what's happened. You know, those one he couldn't do that. He couldn't recognize them. They didn't survive.
But
we end up
none of this is. None of this is. Are you able to handle philosophical dialogue at all? Is it pointless? Do you understand the concept of the thought experiment of twins in a womb and whether or not they can establish if there is a life beyond the womb? Do you understand the point of the thought experiment? Because obviously saying something about evolutionary proteins is obviously totally irrelevant to that thought experiment, right?
Life beyond.
So these two twins, right? They're in the mother's womb. And imagine they can communicate with each other, and the only life they've ever known is inside that womb. And all of their experiments, all of their empirical data is all from inside that womb. And they're hypothesizing. Do you think there exists life beyond this life? Do you think there exists some life beyond the womb? Do you believe in the mother, right? How would they, given their framework that they're in, how would they establish the existence of life outside the womb?
They don't.
Right. And so the reason I'm saying this is because the analogy is here, right? In this life here, because you asked a question about whether there could be life after this life.
Logical fallacy.
How's it a logical fallacy?
Because you're applying something entirely irrelevant, entirely very primitive to something very advanced.
No, because it couldn't be a fallacy.
Those in the womb, they don't have a logical reason. They don't have understand.
I don't think you followed the thought experiment, and I don't think you followed why making an analogy means you can't call it a logical fallacy, because I didn't say A follows B follows C because of this. So let's take things another direction, because obviously the philosophical stuff doesn't work so well. What science did you study? I did theoretical physics. Which one did you study?
Biology.
Sorry?
Biology.
Biology. Okay, you studied evolutionary biology. Excellent. Okay, so do you know one of the names of Allah is Al-Bāri, which is often translated as the evolver?
What?
One of the names of Allah is often translated as the evolver. You know this? The evolver, the one who evolves things.
Tell me the Arabic one.
Al-Bāri.
Al-Bāri?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean evolver.
It's one of the common translations of it.
Something internal, something inside the body.
Shaping and modifying things, yes.
Bottom is nothing to do with the evolution.
You can.
It's not evolution. Bottom is in Arabic evolution. They call it tatawwur.
Yes, I'm aware of that as well.
Tatawwur is one of Allah's names.
No, but I'm wondering if you're aware of the fact that Allah shaping. You know of Him as shaping and forming things, right? You know this one.
Shaping and forming.
He's the one who shapes and forms things. You know this?
Well, not shaping and forming. They create things.
Creation is a separate name, Ya Khaliq.